Hi Hudson, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well. How's everything going in life right now?
Um, it's going fine. Yeah.
Anything anything to share? Good going on? Fun? Interesting?
Um, I mean, we have a lot of tests coming up at school. So,
Yeah, but that's school. You have a life outside of school, even though it may not seem like it. Anything going on in your world?
um, I guess not really much right now.
Nothing going at like church or anything like family wise or I don't know, sports.
Mm, I mean, I'm sure there are some things. I just can't really think of them right now.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me what's going on in school. I know you said you had a lot of tests, but and math, what are you guys working on or what's going on right now in math class?
So we're preparing for a math test, and he gave us a practice test thing today,
Okay.
and we so on this practice test, it's like distance formulas, and then using them with coordinates, um, then identifying coordinates, um, proofs, bisecting angles, um, and congruent triangles.
Okay. Now, did you get that practice test? You have it with you?
Yeah, I do.
Can you take some pictures and send it over to me?
Uh, sure, I have to go get a phone.
Okay, please do. That would be excellent.
Okay, I sent them in the email that you sent the Zoom link in.
Okay, let me take a look. One of the reasons I like to have that is it also gets me a chance to see your teacher's style. Um, still waiting on that email. Maybe it just hasn't sent yet. There it is. Got it. All right. All right. So you've already answered some of these questions, maybe. Um, what I think, what I see here, and we can work on some problems here. But what I see is like sort of a more of a study guide and not a lot of questions. Does your last test look like this, or did it look different? Um,
It looked different than this.
yeah, this is kind of like here's all the information you need, and then you know, is the test will look a little different. It'll actually be more problem solving, I'm guessing. So, um, you mentioned I put this in the chat here. You mentioned congruent triangles. Ah, okay. I see. All right. Let me just put some problems up in front of you and see how you do. See where you maybe need some more practice. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay. So just a starter question would be finding the distance between 2 points. Let's say it's -1, comma 5, comma 3, -4. And if you need the distance formula, you've got that out. You've got that on that first page there. I'll snip that in though.
Yeah.
What are you doing on this one?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Okay, I have the um
What?
square root of 97.
Yes. -4 -5 squared plus 3 minus a -1 squared, which ends up being -9 squared plus 4 squared, ends up being square root of 97. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So I looked through the rest of your test. I think I found some problems I think would be good for us to go over. You and I have not done much on classifying triangles. So let's look at some words here. Is this equilateral? And there could be more than one here. Isosceles, scalene, right, acute, obtuse.
Um, Scaling acute
Why is it scalene?
because none of the sides are equal.
Yes, and you're going with acute because of what? What is it that tells you it's acute other than it feels right?
Um, hmm. I mean, I just said acute because like I know it
It looks
is,
acute,
but
right?
yeah,
Did you guys talk at all about how the side lengths can tell you that, or have you have some information about that?
I don't think so.
Okay, right. Just making sure because I don't want to get involved in telling you stuff you don't need for your. All right, let's change this to name. Let's do it this way. Name an acute, right, and obtuse triangle.
So like with this triangle right here.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
image.
okay. Um, Acute would be EDC
Acute
and
would be which one? BDC.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Obtuse would be ABC. Oh, wait,
Why
sorry,
is why is that
ABB,
obtuse? Yeah.
and then the right would be ABC.
All right, good. Okay. For this one, we don't do this very often, but I'm going to ask you to put your answer in the chat, and I'm looking for just a sentence or two.
Okay, so in our class, the like,
Can you type something in the chat for this? And
okay,
even if you don't know it, just give me something. Okay. All right. Uh, so while your answer is correct, I'm looking for like uh a little bit more than that. Uh, so uh how to do this? Could you give me the two possible give me you suggest that there's one where there's at least two and then all three. What would the angle give me? Can you give me an example of angle measures of the first one and then of the second one? You can just tell me verbally.
okay. So for the first one, um, well, I don't really know because I don't really know the top angle.
You can make it up. That's where I'm trying to get you to go here, is to give me some angles that work that are acute.
Okay. Wait, are you asking for which angles are acute or
No,
what are
they're
the
I'm asking for a triangle where there's two acute angles and then something else. So your sentence wasn't descriptive enough, and if you don't want to like write more, and I understand that, I'm asking for you to like verbally tell me about the angles. And one of the ways is to give me angle measures. So can you give
okay.
me an angle measure for these two that's acute?
Oh, 60.
Okay. Then what is the third angle?
That would mean it would be 62.
Okay. So that's the one on the right. So we need ones where it's only two acute angles. So let's try it. So give me a number other than 60.
50,
Okay, so if this is 50 and this is 50, what is the third angle?
80,
They're all still acute, so it can't be that. This is two acute. This is three acute. So you got the three acute down. That's fine. What's the two acute? Give me a different number here that works. We need an obtuse angle or something else.
Wait, so you're like asking for the top angle to be an obtuse angle?
Could be that would be that would work.
Okay. If uh 40,
For which one? The top?
for the bottom ones,
Okay, so they're both 40. So what is the top one?
100.
Yes, that worked. Good, 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 good. Okay. Now, do you do much solving in your exams?
Solving, what do you mean?
Like solving for like X, like here, I'm gonna put a problem up here. Do you get problems like this on your exams, or are they more sort of
Oh yeah,
uh
sometimes.
okay? I want you to first determine the value of W.
Okay.
W comes before X, and you can find that W and 127 make what's called a linear pair. Do you remember what a linear pair adds up to?
180. So W would
Yes,
be 53.
53. Okay, what is the value of X?
That would be 31.
Why is it 31?
So 96 plus 53 is 100. Wait, 96, 96 plus 53. Um, is 149, and then 180 minus 149 is 31.
Okay, good. All right, so here is another problem like that.
Okay, and do you want me to solve for x?
Yes.
Okay. All right, x equals 59.
Okay, very good. All right. So a more, I guess, complicated problem is where you have to use the sum of the interior angles and solve an equation. So this is maybe the most complicated equation that you might get. The three angles in a triangle add up to 180. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So these three are going to add up to all three of them, not just two of them. All right, so go ahead and solve that for x. It says the nearest tenth. That means maybe you don't get a nice number for x. Yeah, actually, I don't like this problem, but that's okay. Go ahead and solve for x anyway.
Okay. So I have 176 over 9, but do you want me to do the division?
Uh, Let me check here. Yeah, so it doesn't work out nicely. I don't know why they didn't do that, but yeah, that's it. Well, if it did work out nicely, you would take that number and put it back into each of these to find the angle measure. All right, so I'd like to
Oh.
transition from here into congruent triangles, something totally different than what we've been doing. There's almost no numbers in this part of the lesson. Did you guys talk about congruency statements in class?
Um, would that be like the things used in a proof?
No, these are just those are statement and reasons, but the congruency statements look like this. It's where you match up the letters in the triangle. So like P goes with H, P goes with G, and W goes with D. So like
Oh,
triangle um, PTW is congruent to triangle HGD.
yeah,
That's a congruency statement.
yeah, we have done that. I just maybe I don't remember hearing like congruency statements, but maybe he did say that.
Okay.
But we have done this.
Uh, the um, Can you give me one more congruency statement?
Um, line PW is equal
Okay, so
to
let's stick to the triangle. Give me another triangle
oh,
congruency statement where you reorder the letters, but they're still matching up. Still matching up. Like T has to go with H, T goes with G, and D goes with.
all right. Triangle TWP is equal to triangle GDH.
Yes. All right, now tell me if the following would be correct. Triangle PWT congruent to triangle H GD.
It wouldn't be.
It would not be. No. Okay. All right. Now, what's really kind of interesting, I always think this really, and it's more useful in the next problem we're going to do, um, is the letters tell you everything you need to know about the angles and the sides without drawing, without making a drawing. And I'll show you that here. So you could draw triangle ABE congruent to MNP, but as far as the angles go, you already know that angle A is congruent to angle M because they're in the same position in the triangle. Same with angle B congruent to angle N, and angle E congruent to angle E.
Hmm.
Okay. Now sides follow like you want to treat like the ABE as kind of a direction, like A to B, B to E, and then B back to A. So segment AB is congruent to segment MN. And then the next two letters BE is congruent to segment NP. And then the last one here, like E to A, going back around, is congruent to P to M.
Hmm.
Okay, now you got to be really careful because there's could be some things that look okay, like is BA congruent to MN?
No.
The orders are it's in the wrong order. The order really matters here.
Hmm.
Okay. Now to see if you kind of fully have that down, and I don't see why not. Give me actually let's go to the next one here. All right. So um, triangle STU is congruent to triangle KLM. Tell me what is congruent to TU.
LM.
You said L to M.
Yeah.
Yes. Good. How about KM?
SU.
Good.
Uh, LK would be I mean, sorry, TS.
Good. Good catch on that. All right. The angles are too easy. That's angle U and that's angle L. Now, the three letters, the order does matter. So UST, what angle is that congruent to?
MKL.
Yes. Very good. And then give me that one we already did. We just did one like that. How about triangle TUS?
US. LMK.
Good. Okay. And so you might be wondering, well, how do these problems get any more difficult? They can always introduce a little bit of algebra or some numbers into some of these. So here are some problems for you to try. You can just call out the answers as you see them.
So wait, I'm finding the missing measure of CM.
Yep. What is the And these are congruent.
I see. 11 meters
Why is it 11?
because so CM it would also be equal to YR and YR
That's right.
equals 11.
So I'd like you to give me the letters first.
Okay, so BM is equal to ZR and ZR is 15 meters.
Yeah, BM, ZR is 15 meters. Good. Yeah, and the units do matter. How about YZ?
YZ is equal to CB. CB is um 8 meters.
All right, good. All right, so do the last three, the angles there, please.
Okay. Um angle uh angle B is equal to angle Z and Z equals 45 degrees.
You said B is 45.
Yeah.
Okay.
M is equal to uh sorry, angle M is equal to angle R.
Agreed. So what is angle R? So if you're not sure, go and find the next one and work your way backwards to find it.
Angle R would be 32.
How did you come up with that?
103 plus
Good,
45 and then
good. Okay, so what's the missing one?
um
All right,
wait,
M is 32.
yeah,
I think. Sorry, I thought I misheard that.
and Y is 103 because Y is equal to
Yeah,
C.
very good. All right. Got one more problem kind of like this.
Okay. XL is equal to PA, which is 13 centimeters.
I'm sorry, you said XL is 13?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
AC is equal to LN. LN is 21 centimeters.
Good.
And PC is equal to XN. And
What you don't have, but do you have XL? Aren't they the
yeah,
same?
PC is equal to PC is equal to XN and XN is 13
Yes.
since it's equal to XL, which is 13. Then angle L is equal to angle A, which is 29 degrees.
Sometimes I know
Angle
you don't have this in front of you, but you might write it in there if you know, when you have it on the test in front of you.
um, angle C is equal to angle N, N and N is equal to, or N is 29 degrees too. Um, X equal to P. He is um 100 wait 122.
I think you're off by 10.
Oh, wait.
No, you said 122? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yes, 122 plus 58 gets you to there. Good. Okay, I'm off by 10. All right, good job. Those are pretty tough. Now, do you remember the four ways that you can prove that triangles are congruent? There's maybe a fifth, depending on how you looked at these in class. These are the letters.
Um S or side angle side, right?
Okay,
And
that's one
then
of them.
angle side, uh corresponding parts of triangles are equal.
That's something else.
Oh,
These are for non-right triangles, and hypotenuse leg is for right triangles. So you want to
and
definitely you definitely want to have these, pretty well established before you go into the test tomorrow.
mhm.
Okay. So here's kind of give you a multiple choice here. No, I'm sorry, this is not a multiple choice. Um, Tell me why these are congruent. There's two of those five or four, I guess, that you can use here.
Um side angle side
Okay.
and angle side angle.
You only have one congruent angle. Like there's only one, and there's no other one that you can say for sure. So to
Hmm.
use ASA, you need to have two angles, and you've only got the one. That
Oh,
that one
oops.
that one is out.
Okay. Um oh, side.
Yes. Right. So there's like a bit that goes into this one. So you can't just come out and say like any of these four. You have to do a few things to get there. But I'll just kind of see what you have to say here before I jump in. Anything come to mind here?
Oh, sorry. Uh
Okay.
Well, hmm,
What
I
is the
know they're
measure?
both right angles
Yeah,
or
that's
right
the one I was gonna
triangles.
get. Right, they're both right triangles. Um, so one of the things I try to tell students is that like think about what you've just said. You got two angles, so you're down to the ones that have two angles in it. So the side in ASA, the side has to be between the angles. In AAS, it jumps to the next side. So it's an angle jump to an angle jump to a side.
So I'm trying to figure out which of those two it is.
Yes, yes. I
Um,
know it's kind of tough. So what I mean
I
by that
mean,
is like let me draw a triangle here. Is let's say this angle and this angle are congruent. You get the angle, and then you jump to the next side. It's like a jump. So it'd be this side right here. But in your problem, it's these two base angles. So it's either that this side is congruent to this side, which is not given, or something about this right here in the middle. What do you know about a shared side in a triangle?
uh, well, I know it's perpendicular.
But it's congruent to itself. So this is congruent to itself. So if you were to redraw these triangles, this with them separated, those are congruent, these angles are congruent, and this is congruent to this. Which of those two is it?
So angle, side.
Yes, yes. Very good. Okay. Any questions on that?
I'm sorry, did you ask if I had any questions?
Yeah, any questions or thoughts on that?
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna do a proof that's very much related to what we just did there.
Okay.
I wish I knew which proof you were gonna get on your test, but I don't. So you mentioned something earlier about CP, CTC.
Yeah.
That typically is like a step 6. You use it after you've proven the triangles are congruent. After proving congruent. Okay. Which there's nothing to do here, but that's when you use it. Okay. First statement here is that AC is congruent to BC. That's given. So AC is congruent to BC. Next one is that D is the midpoint of AB. What does that mean if it's the midpoint? If D is right in the middle of these two, what does that mean for those two segments?
They're congruent.
Okay, so that's probably what goes here. Tell me what goes in 3 here.
AD is congruent to DB.
So we have to be better with it's BD now.
All right.
So what, like maybe before we didn't care, but now we really do. Why is that true? What's the reason for that? And then forget about this arrow. I don't know what they're doing in this class, but what is it that tells you that they're congruent?
Um,
What did we just say? What was the given?
D is the midpoint of
Yeah,
AB.
so what if it's a midpoint? I don't want to just tell you.
Would that be like definition of midpoint?
Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's a definition. All right. So it's like, it's not really clear where to go from here. So I'm going to tell you this though. They use side, side, side to prove the congruence.
Side, side.
So what side
Oh,
have we not shown as congruent?
CD is
Root to
equal to, yeah.
DC maybe. And
And
what's the
that's
reason for that?
reflexive.
Reflective. There you go. Very good. All right. Good. So, I mean, you'll get something like that. Yeah. Don't know what you'll get. Um, as a reminder, there is no angle side side congruence. So just be on the lookout for that as well. When is your test, Hudson?
Oh, you said either tomorrow or Friday.
Okay. What's the plan to study for between now and then?
I mean, well, he just said tomorrow he would see how we did on um the pretest.
Okay.
And depending on that, he said we would either take it that day or work on it a bit more than take it Friday.
Okay. We did not cover everything on your pretest. Like we didn't cover coordinates, we didn't cover instructions. So anything we didn't cover, you should maybe take another look at and decide if you need some more help working through it. We didn't do a ton of proofs, but I don't know what you would get as far as proofs go. So that's where I don't want to give you too many. Plus, they're not that interesting. And all right, let's go ahead and stop there for